Hello guys, so in this video I'm going to be doing a review of the Stickerless Cyclone Boys 3x3 and the Mini Moyu Weilong. So I'm going to start off with the size. The Mini Weilong, I've got a Weilong on the right, I think it's 54.5 millimeters, so you can see how much smaller it is compared to a full-size Weilong. And then the Cyclone Boys 3x3, I think it's the normal size, but it actually looks like it might be a tiny bit bigger than the Weilong. So I'm gonna talk about the Cyclone Boys 3x3, and then I'm gonna go on talking about the Mini Weilong. So the Cyclone Boys 3x3, first of all, is stickerless. You can also get it non-stickered though. Stickerless, you know what a stickerless cube is like. It can be cool, but they're not allowed in the competitions yet. They might allow them, but they're not allowed yet. Yeah. So the Cyclone Boys 3x3 has a pretty smooth feel, and the feel of it and how it performs really reminds me of the Diane cubes. So it feels kind of tight, but it's still very fast and has good corner cutting. So as you can see, it can do 45 pretty well. Except that the corner cutting, it seems like it takes a bit more force than some of the new cubes that are coming out. Reverse corner cutting is very good actually. Wow, I didn't think it was this good. Yeah. So it's fast and corner cuts well. It's just that the overall feel is a little tight, and because of that, it can sometimes lock up like this a little. It kind of, it seems to flex in my hands a little, and sometimes it locks up because it accidentally misaligns when it shouldn't actually misalign. So although it's fast, it has good corner cutting, like a really good reverse corner cutting. It still locks up a lot. Pops, I have not had any issue with this. No pops at all yet. I don't know just not many pops. Now I'm just going to move on to the pieces. I found that the pieces looked very similar to a Weilong, so I've got a Weilong on the right to compare it with. So if you look at the edge of the Cyclone Boys 3x3, it's got a wing, and it's got like a ridge, very similar to the Weilong. So the Weilong on the right, you can see that the shape of the piece is quite similar, except that on the Cyclone Boys 3x3, they kind of continued this stripe here, and there's no stripe thing here, and the base is more narrow. I'm not sure quite how it affects that the performance of the cube, but yeah. The corner piece is also kind of similar, except different. So on the Cyclone Boys 3x3, there's like a flat area, but it's smaller than on the Weilong. And the Cyclone Boys 3x3 has like a little overhang thingy, like in the Shangshu 4x4s. And the base is thicker. The core, similar as well. So they're the Cyclone Boys, and that's hard to see, isn't it? The Weilong. The main issue that I've seen with the Cyclone Boys 3x3 is the caps. They are very difficult to take off. Like, if you just try to force it off, I'm not even able to do that. The only way that I was actually able to get the caps off was using a flat screwdriver, and even if I just put it in the hole like this and I push it off, I can't. Okay, it's very difficult for me to actually get the cap off. Really the best way to get the cap off is to get a flathead screwdriver that fits in the little hole and then just twist it sideways like that, and then it's pretty easy to take off. So that's pretty much it for the Cyclone Boys cube. If you want to see how it performs in solves, I've uploaded a 8.59 average of 5 and 6.56 single, so you can go check that out. It's pretty good. Now for the second cube, the mini Weilong. It's very similar to the normal sized Weilong, except that it's smaller. And I find that this cube is a lot slower. Well, okay, it's not sluggish, but many people have had problems with the normal size Weilong being a bit too hard to control too fast. Well, in the mini Weilong, the speed is pretty much just right, and it's not too fast or too slow. It's fast, but not too fast. Something else that I find a little different in the mini Weilong and the normal size Weilong is that I find it's a little more snappy. It's kind of difficult to describe, but it's when you corner cut, it seems to be the same level of easiness, I guess. It takes the same amount of force however much you corner cut. If you corner cut this much, or if you corner cut this much, it feels exactly the same. Whether it's on the normal size Weilong, if you corner cut this much, you pretty much don't feel it, but if you do this much, you feel it a bit more. As I said, it's hard to describe, but hopefully you get the idea. Corner cutting, as always, excellent. Reverse corner cutting is, wow. These new cubes really have impressive reverse corner cutting. It's like almost a full piece. Anyways, so if you have small hands, I'm sure this cube would be really good for you because it's like a Weilong but more controllable, probably better for you. The only thing I had a little issues with is not the popping. Popping never pops, but it's a little loose, so sometimes it doesn't want to happen, but when I do move, it like kind of opens up and my finger gets stuck in the hole. It's kind of weird, but it's kind of like that. Oops. Anyways, yeah. Very good cube. Depending how you like your cubes, it would probably also be very good for one-handed solving. However, I don't, for some reason, smaller cubes I tend to be less good with for one-handed. I find the wedge moves kind of awkward. Maybe I just have big hands, but most people, they tend to like smaller cubes, and this is, the feel and everything is very good for one-handed. Probably better than the Weilong version 1. I find the Weilong version 1 a bit too fast for one-handed, but this is pretty much the perfect speed and everything for one-handed solving. The pieces exactly the same as the Weilong version 1, full size, except that the corners split in 3 so that it allows it to become stickerless. Caps, absolutely no issue on this one. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the Cyclone Boys 3x3 and the mini Weilong. I just want to add something. I got both of these cubes for free from LighTake. They shipped it by DHL and it arrived to my house about 3 days after they shipped it, which is very good. However, when they sent it to me, DHL charged me $18.42 in DHL fees and taxes, which was kind of unexpected because it was supposed to be free testing. So I got in touch with LighTake, and after a lot of discussion, they ended up giving me a $19 coupon to their store, which I find is really awesome. They shouldn't have charged me in the first place since it was free, but they gave me a coupon for even more than I got charged. So that's really awesome. They have pretty good customer service, and I really recommend that store for you for these cubes. They're really cheap, good customer service and everything. So yeah, that's it for the video. Thank you for watching.